Welcome to 2023. My name is Morgan here at the Life of Tillmans. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my top focus for the second semester of the 2022-2023 school year. The first thing is I want to reference my previous video where I talked about schedule changes and what we're going to be doing with that, and also the reflections video. So through the reflections and what I looked at of our previous semester and even the previous school year, I came to this conclusion that there are certain things with each one of my daughters who are kindergarten, fourth grade, and fifth grade that I would like to focus on for this second semester. I'm going to start with my kindergartner. The first thing that I'm going to be focusing on, a main focus for my kindergartner, is making sure that we are getting her phonics curriculum worked on every single day. Even if it's only for 10 or 15 minutes, every day we need to touch on that. That includes Saturdays and Sundays, guys. She is at that stage where she is hungry for that learning. She's really wanting to get through her reading and understand it, and she's having a really good time. We have lots of games that go along with her curriculum. So I want to make sure that I'm feeding her that every day. And if you've ever taught anyone how to read, which I'm sure many of you mamas out there have, there's just that growth that happens with doing it every day. So we are no longer taking Saturdays and Sundays off with her phonics work. We are going to be spending at least 15 minutes working on that, even if it's just reviewing the phonograms or doing some spelling words or going over high frequency words and sight words at her level. That is what my focus is going to be for her with this upcoming semester. And with that, that also includes reading, making sure that we have a schedule, which we do now, and I shared that in my schedule video. I'll link that down in the description, but we have a schedule that is working for us to ensure that I am able to get that 20 to 30 minutes a day of reading done with her. It was not happening before. We needed to make those schedule changes. It is majorly important for our household that she get that time. She wants to read. She's picking up all of these different books. And so I want to capitalize on that moment to allow her to grow and see that growth and really enjoy her kindergarten year, second semester, and just do what she wants to do, which is reading and phonics. Next up is my fourth grader. Our main focus for her, we have a couple of different areas, but one of them is going to be reading aloud. I want to go back to having her read to me for at least 10 minutes every single day. The reason is because I found through doing some of our Advent studies over this month of December and just previous things that we are reading when we're doing family subjects is that there are words that she's not pronouncing correctly because she's never seen them before. So if that is happening within her reading books that she's reading for individual reading time, there's going to be some confusion when it comes to the vocabulary and the meanings of those words. I would like her to read aloud to me for fluency as well, so that her reading flows at a good speed, a good pace. I'm not trying to speed her up, just that it's at the same rhythmic pace is what I'll say, and not so choppy, because when you have that choppy reading, it does make it hard to comprehend. And with that, when we're talking about comprehension, we are also going to be focusing a lot on reading comprehension using inferences, conclusions of paragraphs and books. This is going to really help her expand her vocabulary knowledge and her understanding, and also helping her with finding like answers to questions when we're talking about reading comprehension. She struggles with, if it's not directly in the passage, exactly how you ask the question, she's not able to find it. So there's that inferences portion of it. And when you add in vocabulary words in on top of that, it just opens up a whole new world that could be a positive experience. It could also be a negative experience. From working with her, it has been more on the not so great side for her. And I want to just help rebuild her confidence. So she and I are going to spend time doing those things. 10 minutes of reading aloud where she can hear herself, and I can also help and correct any words that she comes across that are not being pronounced correctly. Also, we're going to be doing reading comprehension together. She will get an opportunity to read those passages to me, and we will work on finding the answers for those, understanding what inferences means, and working really hard through that. Also, if you want to see what curriculum we're going to be using, because I will be adding in supplements to achieve these goals, make sure you subscribe, because I'm going to be sharing those with you guys in the next couple of weeks. So with that reading comprehension and understanding, we also are adding in the component of vocabulary. I've noticed that when she's doing her vocabulary, which we currently do Wordly Wise, that there are just some times where she just doesn't understand the word. So I want to make that come to life a little bit more for her, even with the practice, pronouncing the words, making sure that she can verbally tell me what the meaning of that word is and use it in her own sentence as opposed to the sentence example that is given in the book. Also within Wordly Wise, there's reading comprehension, which is how I figured out that she was having a problem finding the answers to the questions if it was not verbatim within the passage. So those are the 3 areas that I'm going to be working with my 4th grader. So we are doing reading aloud. We are also going to do reading comprehension with inferences and conclusions. And we're also going to be working a little bit closely together with vocabulary, whereas in the past I would let them go through their vocabulary and do those things. I also would like for her to, in everyday use of words, use the words in the correct context. So that goes to the vocabulary portion. That is my 4th grader's focus for 2nd semester of this school year. Moving on to my 5th grader. Her main focus for the 2nd semester of this school year is going to be creative writing and research. She loves to write. She always has. It has never been a struggle for her. And for that, I am so grateful. But I want to give her an opportunity to expand on that, to do what she loves, but give her the structure that she needs in order to do it great. We have found what I believe to be a really great creative writing curriculum just for her, and we are going to be using that to help expand on that. She has stories now that are 4 and 5 paragraphs long that she's written over the last couple of years, and I want to just make this a joyous experience for her. Make sure you subscribe so that you can see what curriculum we're going to be adding in to help achieve these focuses for the 2nd semester of the 2022-2023 school year. And make sure you check out these videos for like reflections and also schedule changes for this upcoming semester.